face, and they trying to tell you, what's up, and you going for it, man. I say proceed with caution. What Hunt did, what Hunt did wasn't on the level what Ray Rice did at all. I don't know how. I don't know what was said. I can only look at the video and say, if it was my daughter, how I would feel. I can't say I can't say she was white. I can't say what that she did ish. I can say, as a man, I've been put in a position that I've had to have a choice made. But you know what? And my choice was to put my hand on the female. On the surface, I totally agree with you. This is where we meet. This is where we meet the fork in the road. On visual, you are 1000% correct. But because you were raised, I'm assuming, because me and you've had several conversations, I'm assuming you were raised properly. And the reason you won't act emotionally is because more than likely you were raised around good men, your father, I've heard you reference your father and uncles and things like that. We have to stop putting our good sense in other people's head, because what we take it for granted, myself included, for good parenting, good nurturing, good community, everybody don't have that. So I don't want to condemn someone because all they're doing is acting out on what they were shown and what they know. This is why I said these institutions got to start using some of their medical facilities to get these young brothers some therapy, because like if y'all heard the show before, y'all heard me reference a regular statement that me and some of my homeboys would make right here in Chicago. Hey man, let's go hurry up and go to Sammy's before they start shooting. Sammy's was a restaurant in my community, and one end of my community there were millionaires, literally. One end of my community this is my community, North Avenue, Black Hawk, Schiller, Evergreen, Gerther, Scott, Division. On Division, Cabrini Green Projects. On North Avenue, millionaires, and I'm not exaggerating. So we have to, what the dudes learned on Division is not what the dudes learned on North Avenue. And the dudes in the middle got caught in the mix. And that's all I'm saying, Mo. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not even disagreeing with you. But I think as people who were raised by good people, sometimes we assume that everybody got that nurturing that we got, and I stand to believe that's not the case. Good love and unconditional love is different. I totally agree with you, Vince. OJ fucked it up. But my white girl is good people. Have no problem with that, man. My cousin, my favorite cousin, got kids by white girls. She cool in the fan. It's just not what I'm gonna do. Dating Keisha will eliminate 90% of these athletic issues. Sisters will give not so really attempt to fuck up. You know what? I don't agree. I got some ignorant ass cousins that'll fuck up your life, bro. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. What if I'm black, a black man with a daughter with extra fair skin? I'm just saying. I'm not anti-anything. I don't want anybody to believe that I'm anti-anything. I'm just saying, man. If I was one of when I was an athlete, I traded lightly. No. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. I can't. I refuse to knock anybody for what they do. Again, I got biracial cousins. I got some cousins who you wouldn't even know were black. So, and Sluggo, I'm telling you, I got some cousins who ratchet as hell. They fuck your life clean up, man. I don't like talking to them, so I damn sure wouldn't want nobody dating them. I'm just saying. Timing is fucked up, and I think more of this is being made because of the sex of the team and the color of his skin. I agree with you, Mo, 100%. Candyman. I'm lost. They cut him far too soon. Cop beat exactly. Hey, you know what? Hey, Sluggo, where was all that type of energy when the Asian dudes was beating the shit out them sisters in them damn beauty supply houses? That's all I'm saying. I'm from Henry Horn. My main man, Vince. Hey, it's a good chance we know each other, Vince. I went to Westinghouse, bro. Or you know some of my cousins, or some of those same cousins I was just telling my man about. You probably know. Sluggo, I agree, but okay, y'all talking to each other. Why Bama fumble? Bum, 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 bum. Exactly, H-Rap. Thank you. Back to my topic, so I get on to the sports. I just want these brothers to get some help. You know, I don't want to discourage anybody from true love. If true love is outside of our culture, God bless you, man. I just want you to be happy. But at the same damn time, we cannot approach every situation the same way. As Sluggo mentioned, you do have a look. I would assume, because I can't say, I would assume that you have a little more leeway with sisters. But I just didn't want you to speak in exact, Sluggo. You might have a little give with some sisters, and sisters might bag down. But again, I'm thinking about a couple of my cousins. I swear to God, you'll choke a book out of them the way they talk. And man, but we do be exactly. Yep, we need to start mentoring the youth. Amen to that, Vince Wright. Be happy, but be smart. Amen, Sluggo. And with that being said, let's get this party started, man. I just had to get that off my chest, man. It's one of my issues. It's one of the things that blows me, people. It blows me. Now, and I spoke on this in the midst of that. Here's another question. We live in an age where an app can do everything for you. You got a tax app, you got finance apps, you got an app. The only thing you don't have apps to do is do something physical. The only thing that's not an app. So the question I ask is this: why are our brothers still going broke? Great way to start. Thank you, Vince, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. I really just like the back and forth with everybody. So please, if you're listening, background listeners, my friends who I sent in, I got a lot of friends. Oh man, I like the show. Log into the damn chat room and talk to me, man, because I'm not talking sports when I get the hell off the line. If you're not listening to X Squad, if you're not listening to End of the Bench, I ain't talking no sports with your black ass. No more free sports. You need to be listening to one of the brothers. You need to be listening to Jungle. You need to be listening to Kesey. You need to be listening to Kesey and Microwave. You need to be listening to somebody on X Squad, because we ain't talking sports friend to friend, no damn more. You need to be listening to my man, Angry Black Man, somebody. Enough of this free sports, good ass sports talking fun that we gonna have. We ain't gonna get to you. No more barbershop yapping for me. But the question is, why are these brothers still going broke, man? I understand you gonna do what you want to do with your money, but at what point do we start holding these damn agents' feet to the fire for not at least saying, yeah, I'm gonna be your agent, but a large portion of your money, we are going to put that in a trust for you, so in the event that you mishandle your money, i.e. the Allen Iverson situation. Another question is, a lot of these brothers, they go broke. Where the older cats, like y'all was just saying, mentoring these dudes, mentoring these young brothers, where are the Isaiah Thomases, of course he's dead now, the Isaiah Thomases, the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's, I had Len Elmo on the show. He used to help guys, and there's other guys, you know, throughout football and basketball to help these young dudes, to help these brothers get there. What's up, Tiff? Thank you for joining the show. Much love. Thank you for the support. Where are the old school cats that should be nurturing these young brothers in regards to their finance? I understand that you cannot tell an adult what to do with their money, but you know what? Oh, much love. Thank you. I love the support. Anytime you come through, say what's up, hit the like button, please. Everybody hit the like button. Thank you. It is much appreciated. But I'm looking at a special on Duke, and Duke has the Duke culture, and they come back and shoot ball with these young brothers, and just in case they make it to the pros and they have a nurturing thing. Why aren't these guys going to these? Why is it a coalition of NBA players who did not go broke going to these colleges and educating these young brothers on not going broke? See, it's easy. Now, I understand that there's some dudes out there that are just dumb as a box of rocks and they ain't going to listen to nothing. If God himself materialized in front of these young dudes, and he couldn't tell them nothing. But the other 85% of these brothers, why ain't nobody talking to them, man? Don't tell me that, hey, man, that's their money. Because if that's the case, those rules should apply to everything, and it doesn't. We have to, as a community, as sports fans, as a culture, do something about these young brothers going broke. Because guess what? When those brothers go broke, they come back to the community. When they come back to the community, more than likely they are bad influence, or ain't nobody listening at that point. But if we can get them at 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then let them know, hey man, you do understand you can open up a store, you can do things of this nature, you can do anything, and then they will stop going broke, hopefully. So with that being said, allow me to move on to the title of the show, Passing League My Ass. Shout out to the Dallas Cowboys, who I'm really not a fan of, but I'm not gonna knock them because my man the greatest in the chat and he'll get on me. But shout out to the Dallas Cowboys for further pushing forward the H-Rap agenda. The H-Rap agenda is simply to expose the lie that this is a passing league. People, there have been 50 plus Super Bowls, and not one of those Super Bowls was won by a team that could not run the football effectively. If that is the case, stop telling me this is a passing league. For those who don't remember, I do. I have a solid memory. I'm not going to say it's great, but I have a solid memory. 3 years ago, 3 seasons ago, people were starting to wonder if Drew Brees was over. And as they started to wonder if Drew Brees is over, what happened? Sean Payton started running the football more. When Sean Payton started running the football, yes, they did. They definitely surprised me. When Sean Payton started running the football more, what happened? The Saints' defense improved because they had more reps. They had less reps, and they had more time for preparation. And then, guess what happened? The Saints came marching in. And the moment they shut down that running game, all of a sudden Drew Brees looked like the Drew Brees from 3 years ago. If that's not proof enough, let's go up to New England. The New England Patriots, everybody was telling me, everybody was looking like, hey, Tom Brady got a noodle arm, Tom Brady fell off, Tom Brady ain't this, Tom Brady ain't that. Or they had a bye week, everybody wanted to say it was rest. They created some fictitious story about Tom Brady's knee being hurt. And guess what? As soon as his knee stopped hurting, somehow, some way, his knee started hurting. Sonny Michel's knee stopped hurting. And when Sonny Michel's knee stopped hurting, he got 133 yards rushing. And once he got that 133 yards rushing, Tom Brady and the New England Patriots started looking like a real football team again. How crazy is that? Brothers and sisters, it is not a passing league. I understand that passing helps fantasy football, which draws in the casual fan. Passing helps highlight shows, which draws in the casual fan. So you must create a narrative that supports what draws in fans. I get that. But again, this is why we are here. Podcasters, sports podcasters. This is why we exist. So we can tell the truth. Not only about domestic violence situation and mishandling of our brothers, we're going to tell the truth about these sports too. It is not a passing league because without a running game, you can't win. Hey, guess what? Again, third example. The Philadelphia Eagles took off last year when they started running LeGarrette Blount, and when they got a die from Miami. They took off. Guess what's happened this year? A die is injured. LeGarrette Blount's in Chicago. How the Eagles looking, y'all? I'll wait. Because it's not a passing league, people. This is football. Block, run, throw, catch, tackle. It does not change. You can change any way you want. If it's a passing league, then Dan Marino would have had a Super Bowl. If it was a passing league, I can go down the list about a bunch of people who keep telling, we can give it 1,000,001 opportunities. If this is a passing league because of this guy. This is a passing league. No, it is not. It is not a passing league, people. It is regular football. And the way I'm listening, the way I'm reading these comments in the chat room, Georgia is showing the world that college football is about running as well. Because, hey, you don't throw your way into the end zone. You run into the end zone. I don't care who you are, what school you represent, you run. And people keep telling me it's a passing league. It's not. If it was, then that means Drew Brees and Sean Payton will have 10 or 11 Super Bowls by now. But they don't. That means Don Coryell in the 80s would have had a bunch of Super Bowls. But he didn't. And that's just the way it works, y'all. This is football, man. It's regular old football. And I'm trying to get people to tell me this. It's not that. The true test